name is Megan Chapman, and I am from Newport Beach, Florida. I love turning something that I'm passionate about into, which is makeup and skincare, into a business because it makes it where not only do I know the secret sauce, but I can pass it on to my friends and family. A lot of women don't know how to take proper care of their skin. A lot of times it's for two reasons. It's the first is that they've never had anyone show them what to do or what steps are best for their skin. And the other reason is because we really live in a world of a lot of voices, right? I love showing my family and friends the best skincare products for them because it just makes it where I feel like I'm really able to help them. I do consider myself a beauty influencer. And first and foremost, though, I consider myself a teacher to other women of how to take care of their skin. And I consider myself a teacher to my team of teaching others how to take care of their skin. And I think that that care and that love for other women, it makes us influential to where we do have a platform where we can share beauty. And one of my favorite things to post each and every single day is I love posting my makeup look or my outfit or something new and relevant that is happening in Mary Kay at the time. Maybe you're like, I don't really know if I feel comfortable to post on social media. I just want to encourage you that you have so much wisdom to share and that your voice is valuable and the things that you have to share can definitely make an impact in anyone's life, especially in girls like me who are in their 20s and 30s, because we really are looking for a voice of somebody who does have life experience to guide us. And if you're a skincare and makeup guru like myself, girl, there's every reason for you to start this. And if nothing else, how fun will it be to service your friends and family and to help them with their beauty routine? Bye, y'all.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cadillac Culture tonight. We are so excited to have you guys. So excited to be here. Go ahead. Oop, my video is starting over again. No. Okay.
We still see you.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
There we go. Awesome. Well, welcome tonight. Reminder that we are giving away some products tonight. Make sure you guys are commenting in the comments already. I'm seeing those comments come in. So we are giving away some products tonight for those of you who are commenting live. So keep those comments coming. Every comment that you do will get you into our drawing, and we are giving away tonight. Let me pin one of my friends up here. Let me pin Marin. We're giving away some lip balms. So she's going to show you these lip balms that she has going tonight. So go ahead and show those on the screen.
All right. So these are our lip balms. They officially are launching on your consultant's website on September 16th. But you get to have it a little early. So we have two shades. This is our Coral Blaze, and Lene is wearing it. And this one is our pink, and I'm wearing it with a lip liner. So these are so exciting. And they retail for $20, and one of you will win one of these tonight.
Woohoo! Awesome!
The brand new ones, not my used ones.
Yes, there we go. Thank you, ladies, for showing off your looks of your of what you got your lip balms on. I was like, oh, I forgot mine. So yeah, so keep those comments coming. I'll get those in the wheel after I'm done chatting with you guys. But that'll be super exciting. And then after the event, you're gonna go ahead and text your consultant that invited you. The 3 keywords. We're gonna send you a Google form. You're gonna fill that out. It's gonna ask you what the 3 keywords are that you heard from us today and ask you a couple questions, and that is going to get you into the main drawing for some free products. Okay, so we're super excited. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we're just going to jump right in. So I am Jessica Harvey. I am a Mary Kay sales director. I have been in the business for 17 years. I have been a director for 7 years, and I just love every single thing about this business. I started just straight out of college. I just graduated college. I did not know how to talk to people on the phone. I did not know how to communicate with people in general. I was so terrifyingly quiet. I was just like, oh, I don't know how to talk. And the greatest thing in Mary Kay is we learn how to talk to people, right? If someone told me you're going to be doing different events, I'd be like, oh, I'm scared. But now we just really have grown into the confidence, right? So I started straight out of college, didn't know anybody. I asked my friends and my family, hey, can you guys just help me with my contest? I'm in a contest to pamper 30 faces in 30 days. Can you guys help? My mom had a party for me. She had all of her friends. Those people had a party. They had all of their friends. My sister had a party. She had all of her friends. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, where do I even know this lady from? And I could like trace her back to my sister. And I was like, oh my gosh, this was so fun. I just like catapulted into seeing all these faces. I remember going to a meeting at the time, like, how did you pamper so many people? I'm like, I just ask people. And so that's what's super excited about our business is we can just jump right in, ask people, can you help me? Can you help me? And just the momentum grows from there. And then, so that I started in August. And then about 30 days later, right after I finished my 30 faces in 30 days, I got hired as a 6th grade teacher, which I was wanting to go to school to be a teacher. It was my dream, but I did not want to teach 6th grade. So they said, okay, you can teach 6th grade and you start on Monday. And I was like, I don't like 6th graders. And I still really don't really love 6th graders that much either. If anyone knows a 6th grader, they're kind of wild and crazy. But I was like, okay. So I started that Monday as a class size relief teacher. All the teachers gave 5 kids that they didn't really want in their class to me. And it was such a hard year. And so the great thing was I was able to put my Mary Kay business on hold. The teachers at school knew I sold Mary Kay, so every once in a while someone would say, I need a cleanser. I would get them their cleanser. So I was still making money, but I wasn't doing parties as much. And so actually I wasn't doing parties at all because I was just trying to survive 6th grade. And those kids were wild. So I was like, okay. So I just put my business on hold. Once I finished that year, my principal said, wow, you survived. We did not think you would survive that year. Like, thank you. And then I got to teach 3rd grade. And so I'm telling you this because you can catapult into your business, and then you can kind of be like, hold on, I got to take care of my life for a minute. And then you can jump back in and do whatever you want. And you can kind of ebb and flow. And the nice thing was I didn't have to just like say, everyone stop talking about me about Mary Kay. I still went to my meetings as I could. I still showed up. And then I was still getting reorders from people along that way. So it was just still super amazing. I was getting some extra cash on the side when I wasn't really doing it. And so that's a great thing because you can put the work in, and then when you can't work, you can still get some money from that. Then I taught 3rd grade for 9 years. I also went back to school for my master's. While I was going to school for my master's, anytime we had college projects, I was like, okay, let's have it at my house, or okay, I'm coming over and we're bringing products. So I would do pampering sessions with people when we would have like not college, it was for my master's, but when we were doing like group projects or whatever. So I was doing pampering sessions with people. I actually recruited 2 people in that my master's program that are still with me today and on my team, which is super exciting. And then just kind of just talk to people here and there. I would talk to the moms when I was at school, when I was doing conferences. I was giving people little mini lotions. I was given just like anything I could give people. When I was at field day, I was passing out enter to win slips. When I was at family conferences, I was passing out enter to win slips. Like I was just kind of working my business in and around, and I'm so thankful that I did that because now I actually work part-time teaching. And so I was so thankful that the work that I did in the past could now help me with my life now. And so now I teach just 3 days a week, and I do my Mary Kay business full time. And my goal is that I have a baby on the way right now. My goal is that when I have my baby, that I don't have to go back to work if I don't want to, or maybe I work 2 days or 1 day or whatever, but I'm working my Mary Kay business now on full for that. And it's so cool because we get to set ourselves up for that success, and we get to work when we can, and then when we don't have to, we don't have to. And I just love the connection. Like I'm still connected with those ladies from my master's program. I'm still connected with those people from my first party. Like I could literally list to you all the people that were at my first party that I did 17 years ago. I don't have a picture from that. I guess we just didn't take pictures. I'm so sad. Like no pictures from that whole time zone. But I just love that we can connect with so many people. And now, still, I just went to a meeting today with a bunch of teachers, and just everyone was like, "Oh, I need a new eyeshadow. I need this. I need that. I need that." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so fun that, Mary Kay is our connector." Like, I would never have got to sit down next to Amy and learn about her whole life if it wasn't for Mary Kay. And so, like, I see her all the time, but I never knew like her whole life story. And so, I just love this, like the connection. We can have these connections with people from 17 years ago, from yesterday, from, the lady that no one like knows anything about, and I know about her whole life story because I sat down with her. And our products get to be that vehicle for that. So, my secret word tonight is connection. Well, is friends and connection. Because I just love all the connections that I've made through all the different life, life that is, thrown with me through life that has given me all the different things. I've connected with so many people. So, this business can work in so many different ways. And I'm so excited for this next chapter of being a new mom and working with my Mary Kay business and having that just be super flexible, getting to work when I want to work. I don't have to work if I don't need to work, but things are kind of coming in. And I've already got to see a little bit of that. All of July was a little blur for me because I was not feeling good in July. But it was great because I was still getting all the customer reorders. I was putting products on my porch. Come pick up your order. I'm popping in the mail. And I just got to still connect with my customers when I was like laying down, like just texting people. And so this business is amazing. So my secret word is connection and friends. And I'm so excited for you guys to hear from some of my other Mary Kay friends that I've connected with over the years to hear a little bit about their story. So next I'm going to pass it to Lene. I've got to meet her through we pinned her through these amazing Cadillac culture events and got to learn about her story, and I'm excited for you guys to hear it too. So take it away.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Congratulations on expecting. That's exciting, right? Yeah. So something that when my children were little, I mean, they were the whole reason I did Mary Kay. I probably wouldn't have. It was like my husband hadn't worked in 2 years. I wanted to be home with them so bad that I'm all, no, I can't go get a job. I can't go get a job. So, that's when I signed up to do Mary Kay. Best decision I ever made. Didn't really realize it at the time, but it gave me hope that I could get a few bills paid, and I like it because you start generating income right away. Mary Kay was so she totally understood. She totally understands. You felt like, because she was a woman, obviously, but of course I was blessed because she was alive when I started Mary Kay, so that probably had extra perks in it. She'd tell you to do something, you just believed her and you just did it and it worked. So just do it the Mary Kay way. But we can all get to know Mary Kay still today because she is a legacy, right? I mean, we're passing it on. I talk about her all the time because I can't help talking about her because she was such a good example, such a good mentor for women, a strong Christian woman, in business. And so she did everything like the reverse, kind of like of everybody else. And she wasn't afraid to tell you how it was. And you don't always have to agree with somebody, but you respect them and you take it in. I changed my minds about a lot of things because the influence that she had on my life. And so that is just one of the side effects you get. It helps you, of course, run a healthy business if you follow the way she laid it out for us, but it also overflows into your family because she was so much about family. She was so much about God first, family second, career third, just not 30 third if you want those big checks, And she wasn't on the me plan. She was totally a servant leader. So she learned so much before she started Mary Kay. And if you read her testimony, she doesn't even believe God really started using her until she started the company. And she was ahead of her time. And the reason she was ahead of her time because she was dealing with women and people for like 25 years straight and other direct selling companies before she even started Mary Kay. And experience, it will always be the best teacher because what we learn a lot of times, you can't get in a classroom. You just can't. And I think one of the things that Mary Kay really discovered as she was doing her own thing is that you really get to know who you are, and she was really about women don't have a clue how much what is inside them. There's this little mustard seed, but there's so much more. And so when you're doing a business like this, because it's different every day, and so you learn and grow, and it is pretty cool because like still remember when I first started, because we're kind of women, we're kind of feely about things, and I found out things about me that I didn't even know when I started this business, and I found out things about my friends that I thought, really? I mean, you just do. It's just strange. I thought to me, you just think, I guess, that everybody's like you or something. So not the truth, but people skills, understanding people, being in Mary Kay of course, I've been in for 32 years. So like, I don't know nothing else. I haven't had a job since I was in my early 20s. So the positive environment, you can't put a price tag on. I drive my husband crazy sometimes because he's all, well, you can be too positive. Oh, no, you can't. I always win the argument though, because I'm positive. So it's all good. But anyway, and I just loved, I got to raise my kids in the atmosphere, and it was funny because who did they always go to for money? Because we always got Mary Kay money bags and they were different design every year, They would always look for my money bag when they needed money for this or for that. They never went to dad. So, but anyway, and even my middle son, who was always my most supportive, he said, well, if I was a chick, I'd do Mary Kay too. That's what he said. And so, but all his girlfriends, even the one he's kind of with today, because he's his mid-30s now, they either you have to use Mary Kay or sell Mary Kay or Ixnay, that's a standard. It's a standard. So I love it, just the impact that she had on me and my life. And I'm so glad that I knew her. I'm so glad that and it's totally a God thing because I feel like I know her better today than when I had her kind of in person. Do you know? Yeah. It's kind of like too, like, you have friends in high school or best friends that you grow up with. You might not see them for years, but you feel like you still know them, right? You just do. Yeah. So it's a really good relationship. So I advise everybody to read her book, and if you're a consultant on here, you've got all the tools, learn all about Mary Kay, and she had an answer for everything. And you know what? She was pretty much right about everything, and stuff like that. So anyway, I was going to read you this one quote because it was in our director's memo, but this just kind of shows you like sometimes, I didn't realize how important it was that if women felt better about themselves, that we're better, kind of thing, they say there's a couple things that survive when we're in a depression or a recession. It's usually alcohol, drugs, or cosmetics, but I choose the cosmetics route. That's a little more positive, don't you think? Okay, but I like the quote that she wrote, that she left behind for us. It says, when you feel good because you look good, people respond to you positively. While some contend that you feel good because people treat you well, I believe that feeling good about yourself stimulates a positive reaction towards you. So we help people feel good because if we're feeling good, they feel that too. And Mary Kay was very big on going into senior centers, hospitals, and everything. And like one of the first times she did it, she went and she just pampered all the women, individual patients and stuff. And the doctor couldn't believe the difference in attitudes and just a little bit of attention. So just don't ever underestimate the power of one woman making a difference. And then, of course, I've been blessed to be in the Cadillac most of my career. I needed that income that came with it, and so you have a lot of Cadillac experiences, okay? So yes, I was glad when I finally earned my Cadillac. It's funny because when you start Mary Kay, are you in your Cadillac? Have you earned your Cadillac? I'd be saying, I'm getting there. I'm working towards it. Because you first get I got the first car back then, it was a red Grand Am, then it was a pink Grand Prix, and then it was in the Cadillac, ever since. And so, but there's so many Cadillac stories I could tell you just because I've had a Cadillac and a pink Cadillac. So even when I got home today from walking, and it was like, usually I at least have my CC cream on, but I overslept and I was meeting my church ladies to go for a walk. And so I didn't look really good, but that's okay. My skin must be okay. She knocked on I pulled up and she's knocking on my window because she was walking in my neighborhood, so people know what the pink Cadillac is. She was Mary Kay about 8 years ago. So what I love about it is that God is good. He gives you so many freebies a lot of times too, because when you're building a business, you go through different cycles and personal growth and uncomfortable or wah or whatever. And I just love it because he wants to use us. He wants to use all of us. And it was just like, okay, I'm going to take this full circle because I know what I'm doing, right? But it just reminds me God is good. So I got her, and she asked me for a book. I ran in and gave her a book, and but she wants to come in person, so she's coming over tomorrow morning. Okay, so things happen just like, just like that. But in Mary Kay, you can build your business however you want. There's so many different ways to build your business back when I did it. But back when I started, the phone was attached to the wall and you would talk to people and book people. You had to do it all through talking and people answering the phone, totally not that way anymore. But nothing replaces in person. But we have a tool like Zoom, and you have all the social media stuff that you can do. And Mary Kay is so ahead on the social media stuff. I don't even know how to do quarter of it. But if you're young and coming in as a new consultant, you can learn it from the bottom up, and they have it all laid out, for you. So it is, awesome, awesome. So I don't know who's on here thinking about doing Mary Kay, or a consultant maybe wanting something more, from your business or something. And of course, I'm usually talking to the choir because you're a consultant and you're probably already plugged in. That's the biggest, I think, mistake somebody does. If you don't plug into your director or your meetings or something, it's hard for you to get the big picture of what Mary Kay is all about. It really just is. You got to be, but there's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of flexibility. You can decide what you're worth. If I need money really bad, I just have to have a sale or something, Mary Kay's not a get rich quick, but it doesn't have to take that long to definitely make a difference in your income. I had to play rob Peter to pay Paul, because my husband, when I started Mary Kay, he hadn't worked for 2 years, in a family of 5. We're in a recession. You couldn't even give away a house back then. Of course, he's a carpenter. Okay. So yes, I had to spend money to make money. So I made him nervous, but that's okay. It's good for him. But as soon as I picked up that first car, he had a personality change. Okay. Something about money, and man, I don't know what it is. But anyway, the cool part is within 22 months, I already was driving a car and became a director. And I remember my first director check. Might not sound like a lot now, but I'll take it. I was excited. So my first director check, isn't it weird how we remember first? We might forget everything, but we remember first. So my first director check was $3,000, but that didn't count the car I was driving, no car payments. And then it didn't count my sales. So I was a happy camper, So, but like I say, you can make a little, you can make a lot. It can be whatever you want. It's so flexible. And and it's it doesn't cost more to start today than it did back in my day. It doesn't. In fact, you get more today than you did 32 years ago when I started. But my secret word is cash, and I'll end with a Mary Kay quote, what she said about cash. So I was blessed to get her quote book. She gave this to us at 30 years, And so this says, from birth to 14, a woman needs good parents and good health. From 14 to 40, she needs good looks. From 40 to 60, she needs personality. From 60 on, she needs cash. So there you go. Thank you, you guys. Okay. Oh, and Carol, I'm sorry, Marion is next. Yes. I'm so used to
Thank you,
okay.
Lene.
Welcome.
Yes. Yeah. We kind of changed things up this month just to keep it fresh. So, hi, everyone. I'm Marin Eisenhart. I, like my 2 sisters over here, Jessica and Lene, I'm also a sales director with Mary Kay, and I'm a new sales director. I actually signed my independent beauty consultant agreement almost a year ago. It was September 30th of 2024. And then I became a sales director on July 1st. So this is my 3rd month as a sales director. So I'm so excited. So here's the deal. Here's why I started my business. So I'm 55 years old. Yes, I've been using Mary Kay for 30 years. I was a loyal customer before I became a consultant. And so I was really successful in the corporate world. I worked in high tech. I was a director. I had over 200 employees around the globe, all that fun stuff. I am I'm a mother. I'm a divorced mom. I have a 13-year-old amazing son right now. And I say right now he's 13. He's officially a quarter of an inch taller than me now. So, Jessica, you've got some time, but I think we may still have a couple baby blankets to gift to you. But anyway, so I'm a single mom, and my parents retired and moved out here, and My father has since passed away. So my mom is almost 82. And by the way, she's also a Mary Kay consultant. She has everyone in her retirement home looking and feeling fabulous. And so she's nearby. I'm kind of her caregiver. I'm being the only family member in town. And so I really, what happened about a year and a half ago is I was on a sabbatical. This was about 6, 7 months after my father had passed away, and I had earned a sabbatical from work, which means I had the whole month of February of 2024 off, paid vacation, everything was great for 4 weeks. And so I said, well, I'm going to take you on a Caribbean cruise. Now, this is again, I was still working in corporate America. I took mom on a cruise. We were literally floating somewhere in the Caribbean Ocean about 2/3 the way. It was like a 12-day cruise. It was awesome. About 2/3 the way through the cruise, and I open up my personal email and it said termination notice. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Floating in the ocean in the Caribbean in the middle of my sabbatical, I found out I was laid off. And that wasn't the first time I was laid off. I worked in corporate America for about 30-ish years, and that was actually the third time I was laid off. And I had progressed so much in my corporate career that I thought I had stability. I didn't. And now being a single mom, owning a home and paying all the bills, and I don't know if you guys know, but 13-year-old boys can eat a lot. And they're very particular about what clothes they wear, and they just won't, they'll wear 2 t-shirts for a year if they don't get I mean, it's a thing. It's a serious thing. So, I was laid off. It was just the company and the industry, financial stuff. So many companies laid off. Amazon, Google, everyone. So I applied for jobs and I interviewed for jobs and I interviewed for jobs and I applied for jobs, and it was on and on and on for months and months and months. And meanwhile, in July of last year, my mom decided to become a independent beauty consultant, and so I'm like the techie one in the family. So I was helping mom with kind of the back end of the business, because there's once we become a beauty consultant, they give us a free website and one app to process our credit cards, another platform to manage our customers and run our inventory and all that fun stuff. So my mom was a music teacher, really good one, and she's like, oh, what do I do on the computer here? So I was helping her in the back end. Meanwhile, while I was interviewing and trying to find another corporate job, and I love the products. And I decided, I was lots of interviews and I was not getting a single job offer. And I said, forget this. I'm done. I'm so burnt out on this. So I said, I'm going to start my own business. And I started, like the smart businesswoman that I am, I looked at my options, and I was looking at Mary Kay, and I was looking at another company in the health and wellness industry. And I used both products very well, over the time, and I love them both. And I looked at my usage as a consumer. I'm always going to wash my face. I'm always going to put makeup on. I'm always going to put perfume on. I'm always going to put lotion on my body. But I was only using that health and wellness product for the period of time that I needed it. So once I was done using it, then I was done being a customer, and my consultant in that company wasn't making any money off of me. So I'm like, And then I started looking at all the other aspects of, why people start the Mary Kay business, and the career path and the compensation plan, and, all of those things. And it just lined up for me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I signed my agreement. Like I said, it was September 30th of last year. And I went all in. This is my only source of income. This is my job. And so I decided not only am I really great at selling the products and presenting them and teaching skincare classes and meeting people and connecting with people and building those relationships, but I love to mentor and support other women in their career growth, in their goals in life. side note, I'm also a career coach. I'm also a business and life coach. So this Mary Kay business really aligned with my personal values of, really empowering everyone to be their unique and magnificent expressions of life. And some people call it God, some people call it life, and or whatever it is. But I'm all here for everyone to win. Yes, Mia, everyone needs support. So that's when I decided, you know what? I am going to climb the Mary Kay career path. And it was me that decided when I got promoted, and it was me that decided when I was going to get a raise. And oh, by the way, when we get these love checks, we call them love checks, our commission checks from Mary Kay, it doesn't come out of anyone else's pocket. So, like for instance, Jessica, when she gets her commission check, she doesn't get it from me. She gets it from Mary Kay. And then when Lene gets her commission check, she doesn't get it from Jessica. And who doesn't get it from me? Lene gets it from Mary Kay. We all get it from Mary Kay. And frankly, we all have the same discount on the products, the same wholesale discount, which is 50% off of the suggested retail price. That's what we pay. So when we sell a $20 brand new tinted lip balm, it only cost us $10. So the profit margin is the best in the direct sales industry. So I'm loving that because, I get the business model, I get the numbers and such. Yes, it's amazing profit model. And then, so to make more money, having those commission checks, it was about building a team. And you heard what I just said. I love supporting people in what their career growth is, what matters to them. For me, what mattered to me is, like Lene was talking about, that financial freedom and having that cash bag. And where does the son go to? Now it's not dipping into the cash bag. It's, Mom, can you text me some Apple Pay me some money? It's all electronic. We don't even need any cash anymore. But, so all of that's really important. But like I said, I'm 55 years old. I have experienced my own health challenges. My son is 13. And, like I said, I'm divorced, but very, very, very close with my ex. We're back to being like super best friends again. And we're amazing co-parents to this awesome teenager. I have a teenager. But like his track meets twice a week, and then his basketball games, after track is done, every week or what have you. He's in the choir, actually 2 choirs at school, and they have different performances, around the district, and they're actually singing at the Colorado State all state conference. And so I'm able to be that choir mom and drive a whole bunch of kids down to Colorado Springs, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive from where I live, and be with the kids and support the kids and, all that fun stuff. So I'm able to have that flexibility to be there for my child. Like right before this call, Mom, my my social studies project is due tomorrow. I'm like, great. And you're just now starting on it. Of course, all kids do that. But I need to go to Lowe's and pick up this and this and this and this. Okay, great. We're going to go. And then I'm going to go home and do my Cadillac culture call. So I'm able to do that. Earlier in the week, well, today's only Tuesday. So actually last weekend or Friday morning, my mom, who's, like I said, almost 82 years old, she had more health challenges. She's got some challenges with her heart. And she says, Marin, I'm scared. Come get me and take me to the hospital. Got it. Dropped everything. And I spent the entire day with my mom at the hospital and coordinating. I have 2 other siblings and they both live out of state. So coordinating with them. And my sister's a doctor, so I'd get her on the phone when we had all the physicians in there working with my mom and such. So just having the ability to have that flexibility of, I work my business when I want. I've got, leads, and when I meet people and, like Jessica talked about, everyone fills out an enter to win form. And that's basically them saying, yeah, I'm interested in getting a facial. That's all it is. Super easy to get leads anywhere and everywhere. And so I can work my business however I want. Today, I was totally exhausted from the weekend, and yesterday was more running around because my mom had some follow-up appointments with her doctor and such. And so today I decided I'm just going to have a restful day. So It's a good thing we're on Zoom because I'm wearing leggings. I'm just in super leggings and flip flops because I'm super comfortable, and I'm that person that will say it. So I've had a really relaxing day, and I was, supported my mom and my best friend over the phone who's kind of going through a breakup, and my son, and still I had another reorder come in, like Jessica was saying and Lene was saying. I could do nothing during the day and still make money. Why? Because my customers are like, Marin, I need that brow kit. Marin, I need to get another contour. Marin, my hot pink lipstick is like a sliver. I'm like, I got you. I'll drop it off after my meeting, and no problem. And easy. It's super easy to make money at this. And like I said, this is my only source of income. I'm a Mary Kay consultant. So for me, my secret word is flexibility. I have the flexibility to be with my child. My best friend's going out of town early tomorrow morning, so her son's coming over here, and it's a 20-minute drive to his school, so he's staying here for 5 days, and I'm taking him back and forth to school, and he's in football, and my son, and this, that, and the other thing, and my mom, and everything. So it's it for me to make big girl money, and have fun and have amazing friends and connections and the flexibility to be wherever I want to be, and support my family and my friends and have some good me time. I had a massage last night because I can. That flexibility is so important. So, so important. So that's my story. Again, my secret word is flexibility. So, running down them real quick, Jessica's secret words were friends and connections. Lene, hers was cash, and mine was flexibility. And so I want to kind of shift gears a little bit. Don't forget, keep commenting in the Zoom chat, because with every comment that you make, your name gets entered in to win one of these amazing lip balms. Let me tell you, they are so soft. And we're going in, I don't know where everyone's located, but Jessica and I are here in the Denver, Colorado area, and it is about to get super dry for about 6 months. And we're going to need that lip balm. So this stuff really, really, really works. So it's perfect timing. Thank you, Mary Kay. So those are your secret words. Keep commenting. And I want to switch gears a little bit. And excuse me, I want to share a little bit about what it takes to start a Mary Kay business. It's super easy. All you're going to do is, first of all, follow up with the consultant who invited you this evening. Text her those secret words, and then she'll text you a link to a Google form, which is a quick survey. That's where you enter in those secret words, and then we just have a couple follow-up questions for you. And then if you are ready, or I'm going to say when you are ready, not if, because gosh, this is such a no-brainer. When you're ready to start your Mary Kay business, even if it's just selling to your friends and family, making a few extra bucks, extra $100 or $200 a month, it's so much fun. Then ask your consultant for her agreement link, and she'll send that over to you. You can even fill it out on the phone. It's super easy. And then I want to share my screen, because I'm going to show a little, oops, not that. There we go. So starting your business, you have two options. Everyone starts with the eStart. That's the $35. It's the $35 listing. And by the way, it comes in English and in Spanish. Super convenient. And with that, you'll get a welcome brochure, a small little handful of samples, a great start brochure, which is our basically it's our program to kick off and support you in your new business and earn free product bundles. Who doesn't want free product bundles? Anyway, so it's a basic start. You'll also get access to all of the apps. You'll get the personalized website for free for a year. You'll have access to all of the other applications that we have to support your business. And so that's $35. We call that our eStart. Now, if you are looking to sell the products, not just kind of, oh, I just want the discount. And where, discount is great, But really, you want to sell the products to your friends and families or really turn this into a business like Lene and Jessica and I have, strongly recommend upgrading to the eStart Pro. That is a $90 add-on. So it's a total of $125 investment in you. Remember, starting your business is an investment in yourself. So one of the other amazing things that we get out of starting this business is personal growth. And to grow or to create something new, we get to invest in ourselves. That's what this is. So $125 total will give you the Pro Start package. And over here on the left is this big, beautiful black tote bag. It says Mary Kay on it, very classy. And that's our party on the go bag, is what I call it. You'll get 4 mirrors that you can use at facials and parties where people will get to try on all the products. You will get over, and I am not exaggerating here, $400 in full-size products included in your $90 investment. So that will give you the Miracle Set, both versions. You will get our oil-free eye makeup remover. You'll get an eye cream. You'll get all 5 shades of the CC cream. You'll get a charcoal mask. You'll get mascaras. You'll get some handful of samples, additional samples. You'll get our microderm abrasion set. All of that's worth over $400. And then, oh, wait, there's more. I feel like I'm selling Ginsu knives. But you'll also get about $100 worth of business supplies in that pack as well. So sales slips, customer profiles, the sample cards, the applicators, the mascara, disposable applicators to use so we keep everything nice and clean and such. So for $125, you're going to get all of this. And remember, it is an investment in you. And by the way, all of it is tax deductible because every single dollar you spend on your business, whether it's for your $125 startup expenses, inventory, baskets, or little fun trinkets, or gift bags that you put a customer's order in, all of your expenses that you will incur, you will get to claim that on your taxes. And here's a quick story. So I started my business September 30th of last year, which means I had 3 full months of running my business. I did my taxes for 2024 with and without my Mary Kay business. With my Mary Kay business for 3 months. Now again, these were my numbers, and you need, we suggest, working with a tax professional or getting some Mary Kay specific tax coaching. But for those 3 months, I got an additional $3,500 back on my taxes just for investing in myself, my business. So tax advantages are also a great thing. So with that, I am going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to hand it back to my friend Jessica.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Maren. Oh my gosh, don't you guys just love hearing her story? And yeah, she was selling those knives, selling this business like nobody's business. I'm sold. I want another kit. So give me a kit, give me a kit. We all want a kit. I love that. Well, awesome. We had so many comments coming in. It was so fun with that. So we're gonna do our live drawing now. And like Maren said, we're gonna send you guys a Google form at the end if you're a guest, and then you'll put your name you'll fill out the Google form, and then that'll get you into the prize basket of some extra goodies. So let's see who is about to earn a free lip balm. Here we go. Here we go.
Spinning, spinning, spinning,
Here we go. Here we go.
Yvette!
Woo, Yvette! Woohoo! Awesome.
So, Yvette, would you like the Coral Blaze or the Starlight Pink?
Yes. Let us know.
Yeah, which shade will you like? The coral, which is like an earth tones, or the pink like what I'm wearing?
Yes, and Lene has the Coral on. So check her out or check out the berry. She said the first one. Which one did you
The
say?
coral. You
Okay.
got it.
Yes. Well, perfect. Well, thank you guys all so much for being on here tonight. We look forward to having you fill out the form and getting some more feedback from you guys. And we appreciate you. And if you know a friend that wasn't able to watch live, we will give you the replay link as well so you can watch the replay. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye.